Hey there folks, Chumpesque here bringing another audio commentary, and today we have another game actually between two lesser known players. Obviously there's not really many big competitions at the moment just because WCG is only a couple days away. It's depending on actually when I upload this, it is starting on Thursday and it should run through until Sunday, and then there's Warcraft 3 games on all days. And so obviously there's no big competitions because there's so many players just getting ready for that. It's probably the biggest competition of the year. I mean, some people would say BlizzCon is as big, but I think for me at least, WCG is sort of the championship to watch. These sort of really exciting games, and sort of the finals are always really exciting. If you think about the history of it, we had Fly versus Infi, which is an amazing best of three with a fantastic comeback. We had Moon versus Grubby the year before that, again a fantastic comeback. We had Sky versus Creo, again an amazing comeback. Just there's such amazing games, especially in the finals, but also in lots of the build-ups as well. So really very excited for that. It's what so much practice goes into, and there's just, as I say, so many good players, and I think we're going to be seeing, my prediction at least, is we're going to be seeing some excellent Undead versus Orc games in it, just because of the way the brackets are formed. We're likely to see Happy and Ted playing off against Focus and Grubby, and so that's going to be really exciting, just because there's I think there's actually some really interesting play here coming from the Undeads these days. And anyways, back to this game. I think we are seeing an Elf versus Orc on Turtle Rock, and it looks like actually there's no observers in this game, unfortunately. And so we are just going to be seeing a standard opening by the looks of things by both sides. We are seeing some Ancient of War creeping, obviously, just as soon as possible, and you don't need to eat that tree immediately, and you can see you can walk there slowly, but you want to make sure you get off every hit possible with that Ancient of War, because obviously you're not going to lose this Ancient of War to any other way, especially considering that he has, this elf has gutted out that it's not close positions, and so you can afford to do that a bit quicker, but a bit more riskily. And so this Blade Master now popping out, gonna pick up a salve, and actually just picking up a salve, not even selling his TP, probably just gonna sell it here. It's not really too much point in not selling it earlier, but I guess there's no harm in doing that, and it means if you don't get to the shop or something, because of you've spot hunters or something, you might want to keep your TP depending. And so it looks like actually this Demon Hunter very wisely staying out here, suspecting that Blade Master is there, and the Blade Master forced instead just to creep out the Trapper rather than the Magi that he wants, and the Demon Hunter is coming in, getting off a Mana Burn, and Windwalk immediately being used by this Blade Master who's still at 0 experience, and the Demon Hunter now coming back in and going to try and get the kill, the Mana Burn, not the kill, and it looks like he will. Ooh, the Blade Master getting caught. Very unfortunate there. He doesn't have enough for a Windwalk, and so he might actually die to the creeps now. Maybe the Demon Hunter's going to try and steal the Blade Master kill for an extra 100 experience. That's always nice. He's moving in, he's taking a lot of damage now, but he does come in, he does get the kill, and oh my god, now he's trapped as well. Oh, that's very unfortunate for both these players, and looks like this Demon Hunter's going to go down as well. So actually, at least both players have sort of an equal footing as we head towards tier 2 now, and it looks like actually the elf is ticking a bit quicker as standard, and actually this one archer being hidden in the back here just to fight off any grunts that might come in. Obviously grunts can't fit through these gaps, but ooh, the Ancient War actually being uprooted, probably going to be rerouted pretty soon. Yeah, you just need to be very careful with that, and an Ancient Wonders going up as well. Very smart to put up that one Ancient of Wonders earlier, especially considering he lost his Demon Hunter, and it's just so critical to have all that possibility of healing, things like that, when you're gonna have a low level Demon Hunter out. And we're gonna have to see what this Orc's gonna do now that he thinks he's actually probably a lot further behind than he is, because he doesn't know that the Demon Hunter died to creeps, and so we're gonna have to see what course of action he's gonna take. He's gonna creep out this camp first, obviously, and I suspect he'll either go for this camp, actually probably this camp second, this would make more sense. It would be a bit quicker. Actually no, maybe not. He's going to go off to the other camp. He's going to get a bit less experience, but it's a bit safer of a camp to creep. I mean, no, this Demon Hunter coming in, picking up that Tomb of Intelligence actually, and now going to try and finish creeping off this camp after all the bad experiences here. He is going to get level 2 after killing this one Trapper, and we're going to have to see. I don't think he should go for the Magi at this point, although actually the Magi running around not going to get the block, but still a bit annoying. And this Wisp doing some really nice scouting, actually, really smart to do things like that, just to know the Demon Hunter isn't around, or the Blade Master isn't around, so the Demon Hunter can creep in peace, doesn't have to use his dust as well. That's a really smart play, and it's well worth it, considering that if you're going nuts, you're going to need a lot of lumber immediately, and then you're going to sort of stop needing lumber. So if you build a couple extra wisps, You obviously need lots of lumber to get your 2 heroes, your tier 3 tech, and your 2 Ancients of Wind down. That's a huge lumber expense. But then after that, all you're basically building is dots. Then you're buying a bunch of items, which is just gold. So you have a bunch of lumber to spare. So if you build a couple extra wisps for that massive lumber push, especially at tier 2, then you can afford to sacrifice them or just send them around to do some really risky scouting. And so it looks like that is what we were seeing here from that elf. And meanwhile, the orc actually now spotting at the Steam Hunter, going to try and get us around, but unfortunately doesn't get that grunt in front of things, so I can't block it off. And meanwhile, this Beastmaster coming in now as well, and we could be seeing a bit of harassment here. No tier 2 buildings going up yet. We are seeing these Torrent Chieftain as well. Meanwhile, nice dust being used there, catching that Blade Master, and it means that actually this Archer being brought in is quite a risk because it's just going to go down so quickly. Dust even being used there, and it looks like that Archer does go down. Demon Hunter now getting close to being surrounded, but just the Orc doesn't quite get it. Goes for the surround now on the Quillbeast, but Quillbeast's so hard to surround with grunts, and so it looks like actually some of these grunts are going to be chased away now, and so this is harassment unfortunately not going as well as for the elf as he would have liked, just because he isn't cancelling the tier 2 buildings, but they actually aren't going up yet. The Spirit Lodge just going up now, and we know this Demon Hunter now going to try and kill this grunt before it gets to the creeps. We'll have to see. It looks like, oh, he didn't actually attack the creeps. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. And so the Demon Hunter does get the kill there, and that's a nice chunk of experience. And it looks like actually this one Quillbeast being run straight into the back here, and the Beastmaster unable to get back to the Spirit Lodge, and the Beastmaster are actually getting trapped here, and a Staff of Interpretation being used by the Demon Hunter. Very smart play. We know this Torrent Chieftain is now out, and it looks like this Spirit Lodge will go down, and the Bestiary actually could be in a bit of trouble as well. There's a Beastmaster now being staffed home. One of the advantages again of having built that really early shop was you could buy the staff and then still go for that really early harass as soon as you hit tier 2. As long as your Blade Master's back at home, you can buy that. You can buy the staff and then get a wisp or something to pick up the Beastmaster, and then meet up at the Orc space. Really nice here. And now you can see this Orc space build really working against him. He's just completely blocked his Blade Master out, unfortunately, which just means that this Bestiary is going to eventually go down, and he's going to have to be rebuilt. And it'll probably be best to rebuild out here. Yeah, you can see the Spirit Lodge already going down, and this Demon Hunter actually now looks like a couple peons trying to get in. Oh, he might actually get the. He might actually be able to save it. Yes, it looks like he just will be able to. I really wasn't expecting that. Very nicely played there by that Orc, anticipating that he would be able to repair it. And I was thinking he might be going for some sort of peon surround, but I just couldn't see how he was going to be able to put out enough damage. But instead of going for that repair, very smart play. You know, it looks like a little creep jack coming in here. The Clarity immediately canceled on that Beastmaster, who still has no experience. And the grunts again trying to surround. Actually, there's a Beastmaster in a bit of trouble, just trying to psych out his opponent. And the Blade Master now getting in here as well. And this Beastmaster really needs to run for it now. I wonder if the charge is up on that Demon Hunter staff, and you can staff out and then maybe staff the Beastmaster home. Maybe the Beastmaster just going to try and run for it though with this Blade Master with boots is really fast, and so this Beastmaster maybe going to sacrifice himself to the creeps. We'll have to see. It looks like Blade Master coming in for the kill now. It does get it, so but Beastmaster does go down, and so that's going to be very nice for this Orc, who's going to want to do some creeping as soon as possible. Maybe creep out this camp would be quite nice, although there is a Wisp here to scout that out. And you know, it looks like this Demon Hunter has Staffed Home, and a tier 3 tech is actually finishing now, so it's actually pretty nice harass. I mean, even though he did lose his Beastmaster, it was only level 1, so all it's stopping you from doing is creeping for a little bit, and at the same time he's got himself all the way to tier 3. Meanwhile, the first Raider's just coming out now, and I'm not even sure. I don't think he is in Snare. No, he's just finished in Snare now, and so yeah, he's really, this Orc has a lot to do at this point. Really has to, I think, do some good creeping at this point. Just wait him out. He can't do any sort of pushing now. He just has to try and. I think an expansion would be too risky for him, obviously, especially on this map where expanding in the corners have actually recently become popular, but it's just so tricky against Elf when they have all these wisps around the place. And you can see some nice creeping is really the best thing to do here. I mean, also nice Ancient of War creeping here. It's very nice to bring up your Ancient of War just to these camps. Once you know your race is fairly safe, and you have a significant army that can get back and heal it up and repair it, it's a nice thing to bring your Ancient of War around and creep a couple camps very easily, because otherwise obviously you'd have to be tanking on your heroes, and that's just not something you want to be doing at this point in the game. And it looks like this Torrent Chieftain now going to be solo creeping this, or at least without the Blade Master, and that's just so advisable because you need that level 3 desperately. And what item was picked up actually from that camp? Did Blade Master sell it? Oh no, Hood of Cunning, +4 intelligence and +4 agility. Obviously you want the intelligence on the Torrent Chieftain, you want the agility on the Blade Master. I'm not entirely sure. It wouldn't be best just to sell that and then buy an extra scroll of healing or something. I mean, it looks like the Blade Master has actually found where the creeping's going to be going on, but instead actually, the Cruel Beast almost actually pulled the creeps there. That was close. And the Blademaster just comes in, gets a couple hits, and then gets out. I wonder why he actually got out, considering that there's no dust here, and he has his level 3 Blademaster. Maybe he's looking to actually go for a push pretty soon. He does have his level 3 Torn Chieftain. That'd be very, very smart to go for a push quite soon now that he has that. And obviously there's just the Tinkers come out now though, so maybe it'll be a bit tricky. Looks he's actually push the base instead. Could try and probably take out this one Ancient of Wind, which is a bit exposed. Obviously this one in a much safer position, and looks like he will probably be able to get that kill there. Actually, Ancient of Wind being told to build a dot, that's a bad idea. You should cancel it and just get the extra damage on the Raiders, and a TP coming in, and immediately this Torn Chieftain using a TP to get out of there. Very smart play, and that Orc coming out a bit on top there, and also putting a big distance between the two of them, so this Orc can now go and creep, knowing that Elf army is all the way back home. Really I like that play there, and actually looks like Pillage just finished for the Orc as well. Bit unfortunate it didn't come earlier, but it will mean that he can do some nice space racing as well if he wants to later on, or maybe just send a couple grunts or a couple raiders over and try and take out a couple Moonwells, and then when the army comes back, you just sort of sneak in with the rest of your army and pick a fight. Then there's a couple options, and meanwhile with actually these Fairy Fire not being dispelled, obviously when you only have 2 Spirit Walkers, it's pretty inadvisable to try and actually, ooh, he doesn't even have Dispel yet. Ooh, that's not good for him at all. I guess just because he had all his buildings cancelled, he just decided that he needed those units desperately, but not having Dispel is absolutely so bad, because if the Elf now pushed, he could probably get a good fight off before that Dispel finishes, and ooh, looks like it might just finish in time. This is so nice for the Orc actually, even though he's getting creep jacked here, you will be able to pick a good fight, and actually going for a very, very early Bat Rider, that's really surprising. Obviously anticipating some Fairy Dragons, and I'm not 100% sure that that was that's the best choice, unless maybe actually he is a 50 food, so maybe he just wanted something to supplement. Oh no, he has 2 Bat Riders. It's a bit odd. I'm not sure that's the best choice. You can maybe use it for scouting. Obviously Turtle Rock 4-player map, so it's worthwhile scouting at least, as I say. Especially corner expansions and the naturals next to your main have become more popular, at least for expanding recently, but still they're not the best. And obviously these middle camps are so vulnerable. Not only are they in the middle of the map, but there's sort of very, very different entrances, and it's just so tricky to try and defend them all and do some creeping, and just it's generally doesn't prove to be worth it in the long run. And it looks like a nice use of this Hawk here. Gonna scout out this Blademaster, and so the Blademaster can be unable to get any creeping done. Meanwhile, this Torn Chieftain doing some good creeping of his own, picking up that potion of greater mana as well from that camp. So that's very, very nice. And ooh, actually we are seeing expansion, yeah, very, very nice. As I say, it is quite nice to go for these corner expansions. They have less gold, but certainly that's not a deciding, or that's less of a deciding factor than just getting one up in the at all. And it looks like this Torn Chieftain now hitting level 4, picking up a Lionhelm or Stormwind. Actually, he's 4.5. He might as well have got a Tome of Experience there. That's a lot of experience there. And meanwhile, it looks like this camp is being prepped as well. What item was just picked up there? It was +6 intelligence. It's actually not that bad for the Beastmaster. It's quite nice just because obviously that Beastmaster wants to be using a lot of summons. Especially in connection with this Wand of Mana Stealing, it'd be quite nice if to give it to the Tinker and then get Cluster Rocket second. That's a really nice thing to do, just because Cluster Rockets works really well against a clumped bunch of grunts and raiders, which you so often have, and also just getting like 1 second of stun off on a Blademaster is like 40 damage, or 40 less damage your army's gonna take, so that in itself is pretty nice, not to mention the damage that it does, and just it can give you a small bit of time to rearrange your army. And ooh, was that another Tome of Experience there? I think it might have been, and a Legion Doomhorn. That's gonna mean this Torn Chieftain is gonna get level 5 and be super quick. I very much like the position now for this Orc player, and it looks like actually this we are seeing a bit of creep jackal, maybe not. The Tinker actually isn't